welcome to the kitchen. I'm Ashley and we are going to be cooking in the kitchen. Production had to take a restroom break. So also what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil to the chicken because we're not going to do egg. Just because we don't feel like it. And we don't have to. So we're just going to mix that up with a little bit of oil just to get it oily and marinade-y and all the E's, you know. And then we're just going to leave that there for a second, okay? Now I'm going to, while the potatoes are cooking, what we're going to do with them is once they're done, we're going to put them on the pan and we're going to smash them down. And then we're going to olive oil them and season them and toss them in the oven and let them get nice and crispy. But to go with that, we are going to send them along their way with onion and garlic. Two-faced, can't go wrong with. We're gonna get out another little cutty boardy. Got a bunch of these. And let's see here. Let's get this guy out of the way. And let's grab a little, check this. See how these potatoes are doing. They are coming along nicely. We want them to be super soft though. Okay, so we are going to grab an onion. We're going to cut it in half. Okay, we're going to cut this up in little semi-slim slices. Not too slim because we don't want it to just melt away. Okay, and then we are going to grab some garlic. I keep this in the fridge. Look at these garlic cloves. They're huge. Let's go with 3. 3's good. So we're just going to chop off the little ends. And we're going to give it a little smash. And that'll help you get the rest of the wrapper off. It's an easy trick my sister taught me. And smash that guy up. And Jace is eating Cheetos. Cheeto Puffs. Alright. So we have this nice and ready to go. This is going to go on our baking sheet. Let's smash these guys up a little more. You can smash them up or cut them up. Just want the delicious garlic juices to come out and play. Alright, so this is ready to go. When these guys come out, it's going to be boom, boom, super quick. Now, let's see what our oil's doing. Get a wooden spoon. Stick it in there. If it starts to bubble around the edge of your spoon, then it's almost ready. It's not quite there yet, but almost. See the bubbles? Okay, let's give that just a few more minutes. But meanwhile, we can go ahead and drench the chicken. I'm gonna use this little heart dish here, just because we're fancy like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this with my hands. It's going to get messy and gross. And the window is open and it's beautiful outside. So we're going to lightly drench these guys. The potato starch is super soft and light. I've used it one other time and it wasn't the best turnout. I used cornstarch, but let's give this guy a go. Now I have to rely on my husband and my kids to be my little taste testers because I am fasting. I follow a ketogenic diet and I've lost 15 pounds in the last 6 weeks. following that diet. I did just have a big cheat for Easter, and we're back at it, but I still cook for my family, non-keto. And I cook keto, so I'll be sharing some of those recipes with you guys if you'd like to see them. I do some pretty exciting keto meals that make me feel like the rest of the world. Okay, so we're just drenching these guys. No egg. I just put a little olive oil, whatever seasonings you like on your chicken. Garlic, onion, paprika. We also seasoned the flour with pretty much the same thing. Some seasoned salt, Lawry's, Badia, whatever you have. So how are you guys doing with this lockdown? We are actually not too bothered by it. We're kind of homebodies. I mean, we like to get out like everyone else, but I'm enjoying my time with my kids and my husband. I'm getting to work from home, so I'm so thankful, and our hearts go out to the people that are affected, that have lost someone or that are sick. We are thinking about you. So we're just going to keep drenching, guys. I am going to, at the same time, because we have to multitask, right? Because we're moms, and that's what we do. And get some little tongs to toss these guys in the hot oil that'll be ready by the time we get done with this. My video is probably going to be a little bit long. Sorry, we're super new at YouTube. We'll get better. We'll get better. This recipe I found on Maangji. I know I probably screwed your name up. I'm sorry, but I love you. I'll list her in the comments. When I think Korean food, I think her. So I'm going to give this a little rinse. We're going to keep drenching. We had pretty much just enough flour mixture. We're just going to keep doing this. We're going to let these potatoes go until they're almost soft, and we will come back in just a second. All right, let's get these little guys in there. We're not going to overcrowd this pan because the temperature will drop, and we don't want these guys to stick together. Now, we are going to fry these up just for a little bit. Then we're going to take them out. You see how the bubbles start rising? That's another reason you don't want to put too many in there. We're going to fry these up for a little bit. I don't know, about 5 minutes maybe. Then we're going to take them out when they're almost done. We're going to set them aside and do our other batch, because we're going to double. Oh, careful. We're going to double fry these guys. That's how you get them to be super crispy. Well, I think we can take one more. We're going to leave the heat pretty high because... What are you doing, silly boy? Mama! So we're going to leave the heat pretty high. We've cleaned up a little bit meanwhile. Our potatoes are still going. We're going to do these in 2 batches just to be safe. Be very careful around the hot oil. Did y'all see what I just did? I dropped one in and it splattered. Now, because I'm mean, I have to clean it. Even if it puts my arm at risk. Okay, so we're frying. These guys are going, doing their thing. You want to wait until they're a little more golden than that. That's pretty pale. And a little crispy. We're almost getting to where we need to be to get these guys out for a second. They're nice and they're getting crispy. Let's let them go for a little bit while we're waiting on those. We're gonna check these potatoes. I don't think they're ready yet, but they're getting there. They're getting there. They'll take a little while. It smells really good in here. I wish you guys could smell it. But frying chicken is hard. Start out with chicken nuggets. That'll make your life much easier. Bone-in chicken, that's a whole nother monster. Okay, so we're gonna let these guys go for a few more minutes. You can see they're already turning golden. Just not quite where we want them. And I don't know when I'm gonna take them out yet, but I'll know when I know, you know. So let's just let those go for a few more minutes, making sure our heat stays on a medium high. And that's what these guys are gonna have tonight. You know what I'm gonna have? Agua. Tomorrow, I'll make me something delicious and maybe I'll bring you in the kitchen. Okay, so these guys are starting to get some color. I'm gonna say, if you have a little rack, that'll probably be ideal. I do have one, but it's huge and it's just not gonna mesh well with what I'm doing right here. So we're just gonna do this quick and easy. We could put a little paper towel under that, but production is nowhere to be found. It does smell good. So when you take these guys out, they're gonna sit here for a minute. Actually, let's get a paper towel. Baby boy is watching and observing over there. We're gonna just lift these up and kind of grab some of that absorbent. Absorb some of that oil up. We're gonna let this grease take out any little, this is my little waste cup. Take out anything extra floating around in there because it'll burn and then things will start popping and things will get messy. Let's let that oil heat back up a little bit before we toss these guys in. We're gonna let these guys sit and then we're gonna fry them again. Okay, they can sit out for 1 minute, 5 minutes. It really doesn't matter as long as you fry them again. Okay, so this is coming up to a little boil. We're gonna toss the rest of these guys in. And you see how it's not fully rolling? We want this to be fully loaded rolling when we toss them in. So let's just wait a few more seconds, even though we did just toss in a couple. And we're still waiting on our potatoes. We're cleaning as we go. We're watching babies. Okay, so this is starting to roll a little bit more. I think we'd be okay to toss these guys in. If it's not hot enough, it's not gonna crisp up. It's just gonna absorb all the oil and it's gonna be a super greasy little nugget and we don't want that. Oh, my baby. Hi. Hi. Okay, so these guys are going in. I think it's doing pretty nice as far as the heat goes. I don't have a thermometer on it because, again, we wing it in the kitchen. And we are all natural with it. Mistakes and all. From my kitchen to yours. Okay, so we're going to give them a little bitty toss just so they don't all stick together. And even if they do, that's fine. So this is going to be garbage. We're going to get rid of this soon. We're going to put it with this, not touch it. Hands still clean, everything clean. I think we don't need any of it. We do need the lemon pepper. Once they come out all the way, we're going to sprinkle them with some more lemon pepper. Because even though it's Korean fried style, it's Wingstop flavored, if that makes sense. Now, it's really weird that when I'm fasting, I want to cook. You would think it would make me hungry, but it doesn't. So we're all good here. So these guys are pretty much done, but not really. They look great though. They smell great, but they are going to go back in to give, if they came out pretty crispy, but if you waited a few minutes like now, they won't be so crispy. But when you double fry them, the next time you take them out, they'll be crispy for 24 hours. So this is smelling really good. We're going to let those guys go and do their thing. Go ahead and get in our wire rack out because that's for optimal crunchness. I'm taking this next batch out. I'm going to let the oil heat back up. And then we're going to toss these guys in for their second round. Our potatoes are almost ready. I took one out. I smashed it. I smashed it too much actually, but it's okay. Because y'all know we wing it in the kitchen. It's still going to be delicious. And yeah, that's what we're doing here in Ashley's kitchen. Let's see. These look like little Chick-fil-A nuggets, don't they? Okay, so that's all of them. I don't see, oh, look at that little fatty. So now we're just going to let this oil heat back up to get pretty hot, and then we're going to probably stick all of them back in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get these potatoes out. They don't have to be cooked all the way. It's really just parboiling, which is, I think it just means to cook just a little bit, not all the way. Now, these are actually pretty big. The smaller the potato, the better this is going to work out. But since this is what we're working with, this is what we're working with. Get you a piece of parchment paper. And this is exactly the pan that it's going to go in the oven on. Get your piece of parchment paper just so you don't burn yourself. And I have this little fat meat daddy here that I'm using. You can use whatever you have laying around. It can even be this wooden spoon. You basically just push it down. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to just push this down. And like I said, the smaller the potato, the nicer this would be. And I got this from Rachel Ray the other day. She was doing like a 5-minute quarantine Easter. And they were so cute and bite-sized. And mine aren't, but it's okay, guys. Because this is our kitchen and we can do whatever we want to do with it, right? Right? Right. So, what we're going to do is, we're letting our oil heat up. We're going to get some olive oil. We're going to put a generous little amount of olive oil because we want this to be crispy. We're going to douse it with salt. We're going to put some pepper on these guys. And I'm going to put a little bit of my Greek all-purpose because it's all-purpose. Okay. And I'm going to attempt to kind of toss them around, even if I have to break them a little. Maybe I'll just kind of give them a little flipperoo. Maybe we should just give them a little flipperoo. Okay, and let's oil this side of them. A little salt and a little pepper on this side. Okay, so look, guys, I'm trying here, okay? Bear with the girl. I'm just a mom with a house full of kids. Oh, I'm a school teacher now too. Not really, but kinda. And then we're gonna take our onion and garlic And we are gonna just toss it in between these guys. And we're gonna give these, I can't even lick my fingers, guys. You see? Ordinarily, I would lick my fingers. But because I'm keto, I can't even taste this potato at all. Okay, so these guys are easy peasy and ready to go in. Give them one more little shake down just to make sure they're super flavorful, because we're all about seasonings in this house. 400-degree oven. I'm going to say about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on the crispiness that you want. Golden crisp is what you want. Okay, so we're going to let those guys go. Hey, Google, set a timer for 20 minutes. We'll check them then.
Sure, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Starting now.
Now our oil, let me clean my hand. It's a little oily and I don't want my tongs to slip out of my hand. So, okay. Now these guys are ready to go back in and get their double crisp. It's not over bubbly, so I hope that they're doing the right thing. Okay, that sounds better. That's what you want to hear. So the time that you left them out, I don't think really matters too much. It just matters that they came out and got a little warm. Should we put them all in there? I think, yeah. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to taste test these, but I have kids and a husband, and they're pretty honest. And if you guys enjoy our time together, let me know. And I will have you back in my kitchen. One last one. So we're gonna let these guys go for just a few more minutes. There's no time on it really. They're all different little, you want to try to keep them the same size, but you just want them to get golden. Just golden and beautiful, like Church's chicken. Or however, whatever color you like your chicken, that's the color you want it to be, okay? Now my little boy is being great. And we have another one climbing over there. And the most beautiful daughter is behind the camera. You shall see them soon. Okay, so we're gonna let these guys go and then I will show you what they're looking like in just a few minutes. Okay, these guys are looking golden. And they feel crispy. We're just about ready to get them out. I'm gonna give them just a few more minutes. We have our potatoes in the oven. And we have baby Jay's telling us all about it. He's having a wild hair day today. Right, baby? Jace. Okay, so I think it is time to get these guys out. I don't have a metal slotted spoon, but I do have a plastic one, and I think it'll be fine if I go quickly. So I put a paper towel under this little wire rack, just to catch some of the excess oil. And these guys are looking great. What do y'all think? We're gonna just let them cool, and then I was gonna sprinkle them with some lemon pepper, but I don't want them to be over salty or over spiced. I think we have enough seasoning on them, so we're just gonna let those guys chill just the way they are. And my daughter doesn't like lemon pepper flavor, so she'll be happy that we didn't do that. Alright, just a few more little guys in there. And I'm happy about the way they look. I don't know how they're going to taste, but we're going to get someone over here to try them out for us. Our potatoes are almost ready. Just as soon as they're ready, we will show you those guys in just a minute. Alright, this is my daughter, and these are our beautiful little Korean fried chicken nuggets, and we are going to have her try one. And let's go with this little guy back here. You ready, Bun? Okay, here you go. And let's see what you think. They're really good. Nice little crunch. Yeah, they're really crunchy. I don't know if y'all can hear that crunch, but it's there. All right, potatoes are out. They have a little crisp to them, not too much, but just enough. It's almost like a smashed roasted potato. That's what we're gonna call it. Looks great, and we are ready to eat. Thank you guys for joining us in our kitchen, and we'll see y'all in the kitchen next time.